Yeah.
What did he say?
Breaking 50 is your motivation.
Yes.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Up and Coming. I'm Tanasio and Connor.
And I'm Connor McMullen.
And this is where we interview rising stars who are on the path of chasing their dreams. Today we have a very special guest, Bendere.
Yeah, so Bendere is one of the fastest Australian women over 400 metres in a generation. She is set to represent her country at the Olympics in Tokyo. She is a very modest and humble athlete who is always first to training and last to leave, quoted by her coach, John Quinn. So welcome, Bendere.
Thanks for having me, guys.
No problem. So how have you been?
I've been really good. Just training and yeah.
Yeah. How often do you train?
Oh, well, Mondays and Fridays are a bit flexible.
Yep.
And then Tuesdays and Thursday I'm with John at the track. So it's quite full on, but it's flexible. So it's not that bad.
That's good. So how would you compare like training as a sprinter to like other sports?
Oh, well, I know that I had a friend that played soccer, so his one was quite full on. So I don't know. I think everything's quite full on. Yeah.
Have you had any competitions or anything lately for your running?
Yeah, I actually ran last week. I've been running the last couple of weeks, or every weekend. But I finally broke 52.
Yep.
It's been a while. In Australia, last time I did that was in 2018, Commonwealth Games trials.
Yeah.
So it was good to get that kind of hit out. And yeah.
So you're happy with the times that you're getting at the moment?
I'm definitely happy. I had to move on to run with the boys.
Yeah.
But it was a good race.
Yeah.
So we'll just get a bit of background info. Where were you born and where'd you grow up?
I was born in Ethiopia, Bendere, and I kind of grew up there. And when I was 3, we moved over here. So around December 2003, I came here with my 6 brothers and my parents and my sister. I only have one sister. And then, we've just adapted here. Yeah.
Where was that, sorry? Because my geography is not my cup of tea. So
no. Well, Bendere, Ethiopia.
Oh,
so,
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Right. So you mentioned your siblings. How many siblings do you have, sorry?
I have 6 brothers and 1 sister. Oh, 4 brothers and 1 sister. Sorry about that.
Right. So are you the youngest? Or?
Yeah, I'm the youngest out of all of them.
Right. So they're very protective, would you say?
Well, I think we're kind of all in our own little bubble, but I wouldn't say protective. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you moved to Australia when you were 3.
Yes.
So growing up, was it you didn't find it hard transitioning here? It was sort of grew up here. So
well, I grew up as a really young. Not young, obviously I was young, but I grew up as a really shy little girl. So I didn't have quite a lot of friends growing up. I used running and athletics and sport to connect with other students. So it was something that, kind of just pull me in a group, and I don't know, yeah.
So we've heard that your nickname's B. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What's the background around that?
Oh, well, I don't know. I think people just randomly started calling me B, and then I actually got a tattoo now that says B in the middle. Yeah, I've got to show you guys that one.
Yeah.
But so B just came out of nowhere. But my parents and all my family members call me Ben, so it kind of feels weird, like hearing Bendere.
Yeah. So who started the actual B? Was it?
I'm not sure who started it. Yeah,
it just happened.
So
when did you start running?
I started running, so I really just was doing it at like little athletics and stuff. But before that, it was like twice a year at school carnivals.
Yeah.
And then from then on, I moved on to little athletics. And then from then on, I found a coach.
Yeah. And so has it always been, I know you run the 400. Has it always been the 400 metre run?
Oh, well, to be honest, before I did athletics, I actually played netball.
Yeah.
So I was doing netball. I was doing longer distance, and then I was just like, hey, I'm just going to stick with the 4.
Yeah. Probably pick the hardest event.
Oh, I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's okay.
Yeah. And obviously there's lots of media happening, like positive and negative. How do you deal with that externally?
Well, it kind of did get to me when I was younger, but I grew up and I realized that as long as I know who I am, it doesn't really matter. But I I still sometimes will search my name just to see what people see. But apart from that, it's not that bad. Like if you know yourself and you just like block everyone out, it's fine.
Yeah, and you obviously want to make like a name for yourself, but there's been like you've been compared to Kathy Freeman. How does that feel? Is that nice or is that?
Yeah, well, out of everyone, I would love to be compared to Kathy, but she's amazing. But I honestly just want to be Bendere Oboya. I've been saying that ever since I did start the sport. I when I was 16. But I don't want to be like known as that girl that's like Kathy. I just want to be Bendere Oboya.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have any pre-race rituals or superstitions? Anything you have to get done before you race every time, or?
Well, this is quite a weird one. I have to listen to Radioactive with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
What was that?
Good song.
Yeah, it's a really good song. And then I have to listen to Turn Off the Music by Chris Brown. I don't know, if I don't listen to them, I just don't feel right.
Yeah.
So I'll have to like put myself in a room and just put on earphones and I'll look at the wall, I don't know, and I'll just plan how I'm going to run the race. And
So
usually
sort of
it does go.
visualise.
Yeah, I like to visualize, and then that usually does go to plan.
Yeah. And what makes you nervous pre-race besides not doing your radioactive? I read that other girls are taller and older and intimidating. Is that?
Well, I used to see it as that because I was just young and I didn't really know. Getting comparisons, like I don't have the body of a 400 and everything. Like I wasn't tall enough, and when I was younger, that did get to me. And then I grew up realizing that you could be whatever kind of body shape or whatever. But nothing really makes me nervous. I kind of like when the media does get onto it before the races and then they try to make me nervous. I don't know. I just love pressure.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that pressure?
I just shake it off. I guess it makes me run better, so I like it.
Did you have any sprinters growing up that you loved?
Kathy Freeman.
Yeah.
Alison Felix. I would say those two. I really watch how they carry themselves off the track. Yeah. But now I don't really compare myself to anyone, or I don't really look up to anyone. I do like to look up to myself only because I did go through a lot of things like injuries and so.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? What were they, the injuries?
Yeah, well, I got my first injury, I think it was 2017, and I was just getting ready for the Commonwealth Games trials. Yep. And obviously I wanted to make the team, and I got a groin injury. Yep. And then we had no option but to get PRP, so I ended up getting PRP, and I was off the track for months. Yep. And what I did was we just did pool for about, 3 months, and then I finally got on the track 2 weeks before the trials, and then we started speed work, and then from then on, so I ran a PB, so it was pretty good.
Yeah. Was your family very supportive around that time?
Yeah, very. I guess you really need supportive family and friends to really get you through the sport. Yeah.
And so as a young girl, was it always running for you, or did you play other sports?
Yeah, well, like I said, it was netball. Yeah. Netball was something I really loved, but I don't know, it was kind of like I wanted more because it was like you run and then you have to stop with the ball. So I'm like, no, I can't do this for the rest of my life. Then I did go back to track.
Yeah. So looking ahead a bit, like what's your future for running? Like where do you want to get to, your goals? And
well, the dream was to become the fastest in Australia, but now it's kind of just like I don't just want that. I want the fastest in the world. Yeah. So I definitely want to break 50. So that's why last week was really important. I did get into the 51s in Australia's soil. And then from then on, I just want 50. And then from then on, we could work on trying to get records and Australian records.
It's exciting times.
Yeah, it is. I just got to stay calm through it.
Yeah, for sure.
Are there days where you feel unmotivated and don't want to get up out of bed and go to training?
Yes. I think I feel that maybe once or twice a week, I don't know, but I kind of just like 50, 50, 50, and I just keep thinking of 50 and what I want to run and everything, and I'm just like, okay, I got to go.
Yeah, so breaking 50 is your motivation?
Yes.
Getting faster?
From then on, we'll just move on to 49, and then,
Yeah, and with training a lot, it's very important to recover. How do you sort of recover? Do you have like those There's like airbag compression things or
Compression pants.
anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do. And Swiss hooked me up on that. So I've been using that for the last couple of weeks. And then I just started on protein shakes. My recovery wasn't good before that. It was like maybe hot and cold. I still do that, but that was just it. So yeah, it's played a big role in this season.
Yeah, and then like your diet as well. Is that important for you? Or
Well,
What died?
diet.
well, to be honest, I don't have a strict diet.
Yeah.
I don't eat bad,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's not that. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's some advice that you've been given?
Advice that I've been given.
Yeah, or the best advice you've been given over.
Or like to give to young athletes coming through.
Well, advice I've been given, I got given a couple of months ago, was to race like you're racing the best in the world. And I got that from, I think it was Sally Pearson, because I was going through a time where I was like, I do want to run fast. I want to get onto the European. I just want to run in fast races. So I really carried that with me throughout the weeks. But my advice to younger athletes would be to, I don't know, have fun, not take this sport so seriously, I guess. And yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So we always finish our episodes with some questions from the fans of the viewers.
Yep, no worries.
Duffy?
We sort of did this last minute, so there's only like
Yeah.
a couple. What inspired you to start running?
The Olympic rings. I've always wanted to get that on my body somewhere.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, if I make the Olympic team, make that a goal, get that, we'll see where we go from then on. And yeah.
Where's it going to go?
It's going to go here. I've
here?
saved a spot
Yeah.
for it.
On your ribs?
Yeah, on the ribs.
I heard that hurts the most.
Oh, it's fine. We just need to do it.
What's it like being sponsored by Adidas?
At the start it was quite fun, and then now I just don't know where to put all the boxes. So it's kind of
Wow.
just like, yeah, it's kind of like, here, you need a box. I remember last week this random person messaged me on Instagram, and I was like, they asked like what shoes I have, and I was like, what size are your daughters? Because they can have these shoes, but they're not my size. But
Yeah.
Do you have any other sponsors and stuff?
no, but I want to work on getting a car sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have a perfect Mazda 2?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't really want a Mazda. I want a rooftop, like, you know.
Range Rover.
Yeah, it's something like, you
Convertible.
know, convertible. I want
Yeah.
a convertible. So yeah.
Who's your favourite athlete? Eats or Chuck?
Oh, what's Easter or whatever?
No, that's
He's just trying to sign off. He thinks that's cool.
Oh,
That's his name.
okay.
Shot
My
Dennis.
favorite athlete would be Alison Felix.
Yeah, and for those people that don't know, who is she?
Alison Felix is a 400 runner. She's won a lot of medals at the Olympic Games, Commonwealth Games. Oh, not Commonwealth Games, 'cause she's in America. World Championships. She's not the tallest person, which I love. But she still goes out there with the same attitude, and I love it.
Cool.
Is there a particular moment where you found it tough when coming from Ethiopia to Australia?
No, actually. Since I was quite young, I didn't even know I was on a plane until I remember my dad telling me we're on a plane, and I just started laughing with my sister. So no, I guess when we came here, it was just like I was quite new to everything. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming in,
Thank you guys for having me.
sharing your words.
Her socials will be in the description box below. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.
This is it, money.